For decades, everyone thought the music industry was run by the loudest labels, the ones bragging, beefing, and dominating headlines. But behind the scenes, there was a quieter giant, a company that didn't need flash or noise, a company that built power with strategy. That giant was Sony Music Entertainment, the empire from Japan that spent over 30 years shaping the soundtrack of American culture. Sony wasn't a music company at first. In the 1980s, they were known for Walkmans, TVs, and electronics. But in 1988, they shocked the world by buying CBS Records for $2 billion. Overnight, Sony went from a tech company to the owner of Columbia and Epic Records, two of the biggest labels in America. Their secret weapon was Michael Jackson. Thriller made Sony billions, but the real game changer came when MJ bought the ATV publishing catalog, including the Beatles' music. Sony merged with it, creating Sony ATV, the most powerful publishing company on earth. Sony didn't just sign artists. They owned the songs the world sings. As the 2000s arrived, Sony built one of the strongest rosters ever. Columbia had Beyoncé, Adele, Bob Dylan, Bruce Springsteen, and Harry Styles. Epic carried Travis Scott, Future, and Michael Jackson's legacy. RCA loaded up with Usher, Doja Cat, Justin Timberlake, PNK, and Chris Brown. Every genre had Sony's fingerprints on it. But the real empire was publishing. When music plays on the radio, in movies, or on TikTok, the publisher gets paid, and Sony owned more publishing than anyone. Even if an artist wasn't signed to Sony, Sony could still own their songwriting. Sony bought the past too. They spent hundreds of millions acquiring the catalogs of Bruce Springsteen, Bob Dylan, Elvis Presley, and major chunks of the Beatles publishing. They weren't just building a label. They were building a library of American history. Their hidden advantage was PlayStation. While Universal and Warner fought over artists, Sony connected music with gaming, film, and global entertainment. No other label had that kind of reach. For 30 years, Sony quietly shaped trends, bought catalogs, expanded publishing, and built a multi-platform empire. While others chased attention, Sony collected ownership. By the time the world realized it, Sony already ruled the industry. From Michael Jackson to Beyoncé, the Beatles to Bob Dylan, Travis Scott to Harry Styles, and from music to gaming, Sony became the silent king of modern music. They proved that true power doesn't shout, it whispers.